Good evening, and this is AJ reporting for Robin's Fanatics TV on today's Isthmian League Premier game between Carshalton Athletic and Potters Bar Town. As far as the league table is concerned, before today's game, Carshalton Athletic was sitting in 8th place and Potters Bar Town were in 14th. As far as team changes are concerned, we've made one change from the team that had that really good 1-0, 3-0 win over Haringey Borough last weekend. Peter Denny's coming for Omar Karoma, who wasn't even in the squad, and nor was Harry Hodway for whatever reason. Don't know why. I mean, got him back on loan from Dorking, but he must have had a knock or something, which is why he wasn't in the squad today. We're looking to sort of do a league double over the North London rivals after we went to their place in the end of November and won 2-1. Dan Bassett and Paris Hamilton Downs were the goal scorers for the Robins on that day, which made us bring all 3 points back to Surrey. So as far as the game concerns, seems to be another game of two halves. I mean, we didn't have a very good start to the game, the first half, and they seemed to be more up for it than us. And it showed when they went 1-0 up after 11 minutes. The defence allowed Calvin Expetita to win the ball, love a bit of close control, and fired home past Lloyd in the goal to make it 1-0 to Potters Bar Town. And we were reading for that, and about 3 minutes later, Potters Bar doubled their lead. Joseph Bocci won the ball in midfield, ran towards goal, beat about 3 or 4 players without a tackle going in or anything. He just ran through them like they weren't there, and he fired home to make it 2-0 to Potters Bar Town after 14 minutes. And we thought, oh, here we go, this is going to be a long afternoon, because they started off very, very well and caught us completely cold. But yeah, it was. But Dan Bassett pulled one back on the 27th minute. Lovely shot from about 20 yards out. Took a big deflection, but they all count. It took a big deflection, which completely wrong-footed the goalkeeper, and it went in to make it 2-1. And after that, we come back a little bit in the second half, made it a bit stronger in the rest of the first half. But we couldn't try and bring the scores level for half-time. So it was 2-1 to Potters Bar at half-time, and no one can say they didn't deserve the lead, as they played very well and their defence was very solid. As for the second half, well, Carshalton came out with a lot more purpose in the second half, put more pressure on the North Londoners' defence, and but to be fair to them, their defence held very, very strong. I mean, they put the tackles in, they gave us no space on the ball, and they threw their bodies in the way. When the one player had the ball, we had 2 defenders bearing down on them, so we had to rush everything, and they defended as a unit. They defended very, very well, and but we keep playing, we kept pressuring. But eventually we did make it 2-2. Dan Bennett fired home after a lovely cross from Peter Denny, fired home to make it 2-2. And again, if you put money on the game, you would have put money on Carshalton to finish the game with the win, because we carried on playing really well then. But again, as I said, the Potters Bar defence held solid, and just didn't allow us any space or any time on the ball, which was good for them. Even though they conceded 2 goals, I thought that apart from that, their defensive play today was very, very good, and maybe we could watch and learn a bit about defending from Potters Bar Town this afternoon. But as the game came to a close, we thought that we were going to have the points shared. But in the 92nd minute, the final nail was put in the game by Corey Parchment. He fired home to make it 3-2 to Potters Bar Town. And the thing that's not about this goal that me and Matt noticed is that when the long ball came out from our midfield, the player took down a high ball, chested it right down into his feet. Perfectly skillful bit of ball control. He just dead right to his feet, and he put in the ball over to the far side, and they crossed in, and they scored the winner from it. But you know, again, Carshalton just couldn't hold on, and there's another last-minute defeat like we had at Isthmian United last couple of Saturdays ago. But the second half was good. The first half was poor. The game was probably, really shook after 14 minutes when we were 2-0 down. But to be fair to Potter's Bar, I mean, even though they conceded 2 goals, as I alluded to earlier, their defence was really solid. They really put in a shift. They left nothing on that pitch. They left everything. I think they left everything out there. That's what I mean to say. I think if we to watch the video of that, maybe we should put on of Potter's Bar defending and learn a few things ourselves, because we seem to be very light in that position at the moment. To be fair, I think Luke Reed did all right. He did good, and Aziz playing on as a fullback was superb, and creating a lot of chances sort of down that side and having the beating of them. But apart from that, I mean, it's another disappointing result for the Robins, and I think if our season wasn't over before after Tuesday night's 4-1 defeat at Margate, I think it is now. I don't think we will be much more than a top 10 side, really, because we're so inconsistent. We can't seem to score goals. We played today without a centre forward on the pitch. I don't know where Omar was or where Harry was. I don't know what the situation is with that, but we didn't play with a recognised centre forward. We do have one, but he's sort of playing in more in defensive midfield mode, and that's Tommy Bradford. So I don't see why you can't push him more up front now, give him as a target man, because he's proven in seasons past that he can find the net. He scored 30 goals for us one season, and scored 20 goals for us the season before that. So we've got a proven goal scorer, but we're just playing him too deep. So, season's over. I mean, let's just put him up front. Let's try. Well, obviously, if there's still a mathematical chance that we'll get the playoffs, then go for it. But I honestly don't think we will. There's too many good teams up there already, and and some of the academy boys that have come through as well. Especially a few of the ones that played against Corinthian Casuals in the Surrey Cup couple weeks ago, and did well. So why not give them a few more match minutes? Build for next season. Disappointed today. I mean, like I say, we did well enough to come back to 2-2 after being 2-0 down, but to be fair, I think the scoreline sort of flattered us a little bit. But they deserved the win. They defended well and took the chances when they got them. So, that's all we can ask. But we'll see how we recover from this, because we've got a game on Monday, and we'll go through the rest of the Isthmian League results in a moment. As for Carshalton today, it was a bit disappointing. Another defeat, another last-minute defeat as well. So, hopefully we can brush ourselves back off from that. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So now I'll just do a roundup of how the other results went in the Isthmian League Premier Division today. The rest of the results were Bishop's Stortford 6, Merstham 0. So my friends at Merstham won't be too happy with that one. Bognor Regis, who we're playing on Monday, 2, Cray Wanderers 3. They seem to manage to pull a result out of the bag when they're struggling, Cray Wanderers. They did it with us a few weeks ago. But Bowes and Pitsea 2, Folkestone 3, keeps them up there. Cheshunt 3, Wingate and Finchley 0. Corinthian Casuals 1, Leatherhead 2. A good win for the basement side there. East Thurrock United 2, Kingstonian 1. So, second from bottom, East Thurrock United have now pulled off another shock result over Haydenburgh's Kingstonian. It seems they've had a real poor dip in form in recent games. Kingstonian, they seem to be struggling to put results together now. And East Thurrock they're still a long way away, but they're coming out with some good upsets like that. Haringey Borough 2, Lewis 2, Hornchurch 1, Enfield Town 2. It keeps Enfield Town up there. Horsham 2, Brightlingsea Regent 3, and then it finished on Worthing 2, Margate 0. So yeah, big mixed bag of results there. So we'll have a quick look at the Isthmian League table. Worthing currently still top, and they're 13 points clear now, with about 8 games to go. So it looks like they could well have finally achieved their goal. Bishop Stortford second with that 6-0 win today. Folkestone third, Enfield fourth, Hornchurch, even despite losing, are still in the last playoff spot. Carshalton dropped down a place to 9th, but with 2 points ahead of Kingstonian, who have fallen off a cliff recently. Potters Bar, after today's win, find themselves in 12th. And in the bottom 3, Brightlingsea Regent, third from bottom, is where Carshalton are going next Saturday, the longest trip of the season, and I'll be there with a vlog with match highlights. So Brightlingsea 20th. That's another game we just hope we don't take lightly, that we just turn up and we need to win. That we think we can win. East Thurrock 21st. They are 7 points adrift of Brightlingsea Regent, and Leatherhead are currently sitting bottom, 2 points off East Thurrock. So the bottom 4 teams all won today, but sort of didn't really move them anywhere. But so that's it for me. Next up for Carshalton is a quick turnaround, luckily for us, as we play at home to Bognor Regis on Monday night, who are currently sitting 11th, 42 points. They're sort of falling away a little bit as well. So hopefully we can bounce back quickly from today's disappointing result, but Bognor's always going to be a tough game. So we'll have to see how that goes. But hopefully we can sort of get a positive result from that. And then the following Saturday we're away to Brightlingsea Regent. But that's it from me for today. I'll probably do a quick vlog on Monday for the roundup of how the Bognor game gone. But I will be back then. You'll get good match highlights on Robin's TV. That's the official one, and I'm on it on the Guess the Score segment. So I've made my return to Robin's TV, which is good. Match highlights will be on there later on, and I will be back Monday or Tuesday with a roundup of how it's gone against Bognor Regis. So until then, arrivederci.